Morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunya Talks English session. Today we are going to discuss the English Nikayats. With me is Dr. Lim, aka Dhanachara Nagajeva. Good morning, Dr. Lim.
Yeah, morning.
And we have Suniti International Foundation's Director, Dr. Rajesh Savira. Welcome, Doctor.
Good morning. Yeah.
And today for this session, the reader will be Bhaji. Welcome, Bhaji.
Welcome. Namaste.
So let's start our Sunya Red Belt practice reverse countdown from 9 to 0. So these are the six senses worker and chapter dedicated to these six senses. And today's sutra, Baji, I invite you to read.
Yep.
Baji, your voice is not audible.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yeah. SN 35.20 Taking Pleasure Exterior. Bhikkhus, one who delights in rupa, form, delights in dukkha, suffering. One who delights in dukkha is not freed from dukkha, suffering, I say. One who delighted in sada, sounds, dukkha, smells, rasa, taste, pothava, tactile objects, dhamma, mental phenomena, delights in dukkha, suffering. One who delights in dukkha, suffering is not freed from dukkha, suffering, I say. But bhikkhus, one who does not delight in rupa, form, does not delight in suffering, dukkha, one who does not delight in suffering is freed from dukkha, suffering. I say, one who does not delight in sada, sounds, gandha, smells, rasa, taste, hotava, tactile objects, dhamma, mental phenomena, does not delight in dukkha, suffering. One who does not delight in dukkha, suffering is freed from dukkha, suffering, I say. Eighth.
Yeah, I think here is very clear. No? What we can feel in the six senses eventually will lead to suffering. Okay, the problem is that many people who do not realize that this is suffering. Okay, so that they indulge themselves in the what they call in the delight. Delight from the eye, from the ear, okay, from the nose, from the tongue, from the body feeling, and from the mind. Okay, so all whatever you can feel eventually will lead, because whatever you feel, okay, is not permanent. Okay, if the thing is not permanent, if you attach to them, eventually will lead to suffering.
Doctor, here we should not only look at delight, then some people have disgust also. So they go exactly opposite of that. Then they don't delight, they go into disgust, then they abandon things. So both the ways are wrong, right?
Yeah, wrong. So another extreme is that they know it's not delight, okay, but they practice the aesthetic. They're also wrong. They're also wrong. Okay, this we do not delight in dukkha, okay, and we should not practice the dukkha also. The
Yes.
aesthetic also is completely banned by Buddha. Okay, so we don't practice the aesthetic. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And many English speaking, when they translate Buddha, they also call him the aesthetic Gautama. No? That's wrong. Sir. Buddha is never an aesthetic. No, he's not an aesthetic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Baji.
He go and attend the banquet with one other favor. No, he's not aesthetic. Yeah.
Wear a golden robe also, not
Yeah,
just.
wear a golden robes. Yeah, yeah.
Even his bowl was very precious, Doctor, they say.
Yeah. That's why Devadatta not very happy with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Baji,
Okay.
continue.
Yeah. 35.21. The erasing of suffering interior. 35.21. The erasing of suffering interior. Bhikkhus, the erasing, persistence, rebirth, and manifestation of the Chako, I, is the arising of dukkha, suffering, the persistence of elements, and the manifestation of aging and death. The arising, persistence, rebirth, and manifestation of the Sota, ear, the Ghana, nose, the Jiva, tongue, the Kaya, body, the Mana, mind, is the arising of dukkha, suffering, the persistence of elements, and the manifestation of Zara Marana, aging and death. But because the cessation, subsiding, and disappearance of the Saku, I, is the cessation of dukkha, suffering, the subsiding of elements, and the disappearance of aging and death, the cessation, subsiding, and disappearance of the Sota, ear, the Ghana, nose, the Jiva, tongue, the Kaya, body. The mind is the Nirodha, cessation of dukkha, suffering, the subsiding of elements, and the disappearance of aging and death. Ninth.
Here talk about aging and death. No, we always use the car as an example. You get a new car. Oh, you're very happy today. No? But after 5 years, after 10 years, the car become old, it breaks down, no? Then the suffering started. Okay. So the thing is not permanent. Okay. So whatever we get now, it look new, it look very presentable. Okay. The problem is it doesn't last long. Okay. And it always brings suffering. Always brings suffering, yeah. So we have to be very careful about that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Baji.
SN
It's very
35.
clear. Continue.
Yeah.
SN 35.22. The erasing of suffering exterior.
Suffering, yeah.
Bhikkhus, the erasing, persistence, rebirth, and manifestation of rupa, form, is the erasing of dukkha, suffering, the persistence of ailments, and the manifestation of aging and death. The erasing, persistence, rebirth, and manifestation of sada, sounds, gandha, smells, rasa, taste, pothava, tactile objects, dhamma, mental phenomena, is the erasing of dukkha, suffering, the persistence of ailments, and the manifestation of aging and death. But because the subsiding and disappearance of rupa, form, is the cessation of dukkha, suffering, the subsiding of ailments, and the disappearance of aging and death, the cessation, subsiding, and disappearance of sada, sounds, gandha, smells, rasa, taste, pothava, tactile objects, dhamma, mental phenomena, is the cessation of dukkha, suffering, the subsiding of ailments, and the disappearance of aging and death. 10th.
Yeah.
And-
Actually, the Lao Tzu said, I suffer because I have this body, because this body. So birth is the source of all the suffering. Because of birth, so definitely you have aging and you have death. Okay, aging and death is associated with birth. Okay, that's why Buddha always said that you should try to do your best. Okay, to stop the reincarnation. Yeah.
Second chapter on page. Says summary, like two discourses on Sambodha, alignment, enlightenment, two discourses on gratification, two discourses on the absence of gratification, two discourses on delighting, two discourses on arising. Next, linked discourses. The group of linked discourses beginning with the six sense fields. The link discourses on the six sense basis. Chapter on all. 35.23 All. At Savatthi, Bhikkhus, I will teach you all. Listen carefully. And what? Bhikkhus is all. The eye and rupas forms, the sota, ear and sada, sound, the ghana, nose and gandha, smell, the jiva, tongue and rasa, taste, the kaya, body and potaba, tactile objects, the mana, mind and dhamma, mental objects. This bhikkhus is called all. If anyone bhikkhus were to say, rejecting this all, I will proclaim another all, that would be merely a verbal assertion on their part. When questioned, they would not be able to explain and would only meet with vexation. Why is that? Because it would beyond their domain first.
Yeah. We have to be careful. Okay. One is the organ. The eye is an organ. Okay. The object is the where the organ receives, no? Okay. So when your eye meet the organ, it will form the kind of contact. And this contact will form a lot of sensation, a lot of holding. Yeah. So that's why it said that you have to guide your six senses so that you will not attach, no, to the surrounding world. Yeah. Instead, you should detach from the surrounding world. Yeah.
SN 35.24 Giving up. Ajay, next slide, please. SN 35.24 Giving up.
Giving up. Yeah.
Bhikkhus, I will teach you the Dhamma teaching for the abandoning of all. Listen carefully. And what Bhikkhus is Dhamma teaching for the abandoning of all? The Sakhu, I, is to be abandoned. Rupas, forms, are to be abandoned. Sakho Vinayana, eye consciousness, is to be abandoned. Sakho Samphasa, eye contact, is to be abandoned. And whatever Vedana, feeling, arises dependent on Sakho Samphasa, eye contact, whether Sukha, pleasant, Dukkha, painful, or Adukha, Asukha, neither painful nor pleasant, that too is to be abandoned. The jiva, tongue, is to be abandoned. Rasa, taste, is to be abandoned. Jiva vinayana, tongue consciousness, is to be abandoned. Jiva samphasa, tongue contact, is to be abandoned. And whatever vedana, feeling, arises with jiva samphasa, tongue contact as condition, whether sukha, pleasant, dukkha, painful, or adukha, asukha, neither painful nor pleasant, that too is to be abandoned. The body is to be abandoned. The mana, mind, is to be abandoned. Dhammas, ideas, are to be abandoned. Mana vinayana, mind consciousness, is to be abandoned. Mana samphasa, mind contact, is to be abandoned. And whatever vedana, feeling, arises with mana samphasa, mind contact as condition, whether sukha, pleasant, dukkha, painful, or adukha, asukha, neither painful nor pleasant, that too is to be abandoned. This bhikkhus is the dharma teaching for the abandoning of all. Second.
Yeah. Whatever your senses can sense, no? Okay, that you need to detach. Anything, no, that your senses can sense are illusion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doctor, here the word abandoned is rightly translated. Is it because when you say abandonment of your tongue of taste, then people again will
Disassociate.
abandon. Disassociation is better word.
Yeah, disassociate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, abandon. That's English. You're very careful. No? Abandon English means you throw it away.
Yeah, you
But here,
block.
doesn't mean throw it away. No, here you don't associate with it. It's there. You don't throw it away, but it won't affect you. No.
Correct. So here,
we always use money and as example. You do not attach the money, but you still need money, you know. Okay, to carry your life, no. Okay, this thing. So you do not throw them away. You just dissociate with them, yeah.
Yeah, means people abandon money, they abandon their responsibilities, they abandon everything. No, that's not the way.
You when you abandon money, you become nihilist. Then that is wrong. If you become the slave of money, you become the materialistic. That's also wrong. So you become a slave of money is wrong. Okay, you throw away money also, that's also wrong.
Okay.
Okay, you earn money, but you are not associated to it. That
Yeah,
is the
I
right
think-
way. Not easy. That means you need to balance your life. You know?
Hmm.
You need to balance your life. In one hand, you do not associate with it. The other hand, you do not throw them away.
Yeah.
Be careful or
That's
not be careful.
no, but doctor, this is a skill that one acquires when he practices our samatha vipassana, the shunya. Because
Yeah,
when he's watching the breath, he's counting. He is just basically counting also. He's not letting go of the count. But on the other
Yeah,
side,
yeah.
he's not forcing himself to breathe. So he's he's not abandoning breathing or something. He's not getting associated with it, or he's not forcing himself onto it.
Yeah. When you go to reverse counting,
Huh.
of course you have to disassociate yourself with many things.
Yes. Huh.
If you keep on thinking of anything, that your counting will be disrupted, you know.
Correct.
Okay, that's why reverse counting is a good way. It's a practice that you disassociate with namarupa.
Yeah.
So many people after they practice the reverse counting, they become calm, you know. Okay,
Hmm.
they won't attach to many things. Yeah, that is natural because of the practice. Yeah,
Yeah. So this is the theory part, and
Yeah.
Shunya is the practice part.
yeah, the practice part. You
Yeah.
must understand when Buddha give a theory, you know, he always come with the practice.
Yes.
He asks you not to attach to namarupa, no. There is a practice, no. For you to
Hmm.
detach from namarupa, that is the reverse counting.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Correct.
MAS make it very clear, no. And that is the only way make you calm down. And it's the
Right.
only way.
Right. Yes,
There's no
Bhaji.
other way.
Yes.
Doctor, I have a question here.
Yeah,
When we
yeah.
are saying that do not we are not disassociating with the five senses and sixth one, mana also. But then when it comes to practical aspect of it, how do we engage? Because when we are practicing sunya, then
Yeah.
if we minutely observe, there are no thoughts actually. But then
You,
later on, we will pour something of the past memory or the future worry.
yes.
So
When
how?
yeah.
Yeah.
When we practice, no, we throw away everything during the practice. Okay. So after you come out from practice, no, you start to do your duty. Okay. When you do your duty, you start to associate with everything. Yeah, these are the thing. Okay. So now, when you practice, no, okay, we practice this association. Okay, we try to not to associate with all the namarupa. That is the static practice. Okay, but when you do your duty, you cannot disassociate with everything. You know, if you dissociate with namarupa, then how to carry out your duty? Okay, when you carry out your duty, you must associate with namarupa. Okay, we dissociate with namarupa. We do not say namarupa is sinful. No, we do not say namarupa is something bad. No. Buddha never said that namarupa is no good. You don't associate with that. It doesn't mean that it's something no good. It's something that poisonous. It's something that you should not touch. No, okay. You don't associate with it. Okay, but it doesn't mean that it's harmful. It doesn't mean that it's harmful. Okay, that's why now you need to strike a balance, no, between disassociation on one hand, okay, and engagement on the other hand. These two things you need to balance in your life. Yeah.
Okay.
Doctor, like when you want to eat food, you wash your hands. But at that time, you engage with the food. But
Yeah.
after you finish eating the food, you again need to wash your hand.
Yeah, you
Means
wash your
it is
hand
like
again.
that. You cannot say, now I wash my hand, I will never touch food again. Then how to eat?
Yeah, no.
You have to wash, eat. That is why you have to
Yeah.
engage with the society, again to practice shunya. Again engage with the society, practice shunya.
Yeah, keep on washing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep on washing.
So
Yeah.
in one hand, we dissociate ourselves, no,
Yes.
with the namarupa, then you can have a kind of peace
Hmm.
in our mind. Okay. After you're peaceful, you go and do your duty.
Hmm.
When you do duty, then you engage namarupa.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is a kind of biofeedback, you know. You
Mhm.
dissociate, you engage, disassociate, you engage, no. So through this practice, no, then suddenly you learn how to balance the Namarupa.
This is exactly what you teach, Dr. Samatha Vipassana.
Yeah, Samatha
Static,
Vipassana, yeah.
dynamic. Static, dynamic. These are the
Yeah.
exactly two matches with our practice.
Yeah, first static, then you go for dynamic, then you go back to static, go back. So there's the fifth gate, returning.
Yes.
Okay, so you practice when you hit the wall, when you feel, you go back, practice again, then start all over again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Bhaji, continue.
Yes, doctor.
Yeah.
35.25 Giving up by direct knowledge and complete understanding. Bhikkhus, I will teach you the Dhamma, teaching for Pahana, abandoning all by the full Abhinya, understanding, complete Parinya, comprehension, listen carefully. And what Bhikkhus is the Dhamma for abandonment of all for the direct knowledge, full understanding. The Saku, Bhikkhus, is to be directly known, fully understood and abandoned. Rupas, forms, are to be directly known, fully understood and abandoned. Sakho Vinayana, eye consciousness, is to be directly known, fully understood and abandoned. Sakho Samphasa, eye contact, is to be directly known, fully understood and abandoned. And whatever Vedana, feeling arises with Sakho Samphasa, eye contact as condition, whether Sukha, pleasant, Dukha, painful, or Adukha, Asukha, neither painful nor pleasant, that too is to be directly known, fully understood and abandoned. The Jiva, tongue, is to be directly known, fully understood and abandoned. Rasa, taste, is to be directly known, fully understood and abandoned. Jivha Vinayana, tongue consciousness, is to be directly known, fully understood and abandoned. Jiva Samphasa, tongue contact, is to be directly known, fully understood and abandoned. And whatever Vedana, feeling arises with Jiva Samphasa, tongue contact as condition, whether Sukha, pleasant, Dukha, painful, or Adhuka, Asukha, neither painful nor pleasant, that too is to be directly known, fully understood and abandoned. The Kaya, body, is to be directly known, fully understood and abandoned. The Mana, mind, is to be directly known, fully understood and abandoned. Dhamma are to be directly known, fully understood and abandoned. Mana Vinayana, mind consciousness, is to be directly known, fully understood and abandoned. Mana Samphasa, mind contact, is to be directly known, fully understood and abandoned. And whatever Vedana, feeling arises with Mana Samphasa, mind contact as condition, whether Sukha, pleasant, Dukha, painful, or Adukha, Asukha, neither painful nor pleasant, that too is to be directly known, fully understood and abandoned. This because is the Dhamma, teaching for abandoning of all for the full understanding, complete comprehension. Third,
There's two keywords here, no? Okay. It's a fully understood. Okay, then you abandon it. That means you need to study, If you're not studying, then how to fully understand? Okay, so now you have to be very careful, That's why the word abundant is not a good word. Okay, this association needs to be a better way. Okay, you still need to study the Namarupa. Okay, you need to study the Namarupa, and also you need to learn the application of Namarupa. You see, many monks when they go to China, from India, they are not only bringing the sutra, they also bring the Ayurvedic teaching here. Okay, they even bring the arts, of metallurgy, how to process the metal. They also bring in the mineral, the arts how to apply the minerals. This is the thing, and many of them they are the alchemists, They're alchemists. Okay, this is the thing. Even the monk, they go to Japan. The same thing. They not only bring the medicine, they even bring the sample. Okay, so the Chen about 1,000 years ago, about 1,500 years ago, when in Japan, he bring the sample, and the sample maintained until today. After 1,000 years, the Japanese still keeping it. So the same thing as this the Indian monk, the Kusan monk, when they come to China, they do not even bring the sutra. They bring the mathematics also, the astronomy, the study of the star, okay, the Ayurvedic herbs, okay, then the many things, many knowledge they're bringing in, okay. So when the Xuanzang, when he go back to China, okay, he bring back a lot of things, more than sutra, no? Especially the mathematics, because the time the ancient India are very, very good in mathematics. They're very good in mathematics. They bring in the mathematics, okay. Then not only mathematics, even this the architect, you know, all the dome structure also the art are from India, okay. Even today the rustic what they call the kind of construction, you know, is from India, okay. There's so many things, you know. That's why the monk, they are not only bringing the sutra, they bring in so many knowledge, you know, together with them. Okay, this thing. And this pointed out, you know, as a Brahmana. Okay, let's say you are a Brahmana. Okay, you are not only practice the sutra, you should learn the worldly text, no? You should learn the science, you should learn the technology. If you don't learn how are you going to understand them? Well, you need to understand them, you know. Okay, and then eventually you know that these are illusion. Okay, you don't attach to them, but you still need to understand them. Okay, you still need to understand the herbs so that you can treat people. You still need to understand the material so that you can build the building. Okay, you need to understand the metallurgy, you know, so that you can produce the instrument. Yeah, that is very important. Yeah. Even the art of bonsai, okay, even the art of bonsai, even this thing are brought back, you know, brought into China. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, next slide.
Then from China, they bring it to Japan. And China to Japan is also well documented, you know. It's also well documented. That's why we
Not
know.
only Japan, no, doctor. Not only Japan. It went to Korea, many
Korea,
other.
and also Vietnam, and
Vietnam
also
also.
Southeast Asia.
Hmm.
Also Southeast Asia, yeah. But Southeast Asia mainly by the Indian monk, Indian.
Mm-hmm.
So when the Indian come to Southeast Asia, many of them become the king, you know, and the leader, because Indians are very good in iron, steel, you know. So they produce the agriculture tools.
Tools.
So they bring the tools to Indonesia, they bring the tools to Malaysia, Thailand, even as far as Philippines, you know. You see, the language of Tagalog contain many Sanskrit words also. I come to that sense. Then many of them become leader. Even the founder of Malacca, you know, he's an Indian, and the founder of what do you call Visaya.
Srivijaya.
Vijaya, they're also Indian. Okay, of course, after that they integrate with the locals, no? They become locals. Okay, just like many people also go to India. After that they integrate, no? Like this, what do you call this? What do you call the Yezi? Yezi is
Yutri,
yeah,
tribe.
yeah,
The Mughals.
yeah. Yezi produced at Yezi.
Yezi, okay.
Yezi, Yezi. That means it's a branch. That means it means that a branch of the moon.
Mm-hmm.
They are the moon worshipper, no?
Uh-huh.
They are the moon worshipper. They are like the Muslim. But of course they are Buddhist.
Mm-hmm.
They are, we call it Tokara. Yeah, the Tokara type.
Okay.
They are not Tatar. They are not Tatar, and they are not Turk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what they are defeated by the Tatar.
Mm.
Then they through the Hindu coast, no, they go into India.
Mm-hmm.
That is not an invasion, you know. That is the assimilation. Assimilation, they do not go and root and no. They go there and then they assimilate. Then they accept Sanskrit as the spoken language, okay, and Chinese treat them as Indian. Of course, they speak Sanskrit. They are Indian. Other who else?
So the concept of the Aryan invasion is absolutely wrong.
No. According to Chinese record, there's no Aryan invasion. The other way around, no. India go out. The other way, India go out, then the Sanskrit, you know, spread from India. Spread until Europe, you know, until Germany, until Europe, until Greek, until this Roman, until this Arab, and also this what they call this Egypt. You see, we always say in Chinese legend, in Chinese legend, in the Mesopotamia, in Egypt, they always mention that the black hair guru, bring in the knowledge. And Indian is the only race that has black hair. Your hair is black, My hair is brownish, My hair is not pure black. You see, only true black hair are Indian. So when they say black hair, most probably they refer to Indian. Okay, and it's written in the Egypt's record, and Mesopotamia, even the Chinese record. The teacher of black hair bring in the knowledge. So the Indian civilization must many years, maybe 10,000 years, 12,000 years now. A long trace back, a long distance, and they go. You see, India, our open country, It's easy to come in and also easy to go out. The problem with India, many investors come in easily, Similarly, India can go out easily,
Yeah.
Okay, they go to Southeast Asia. Even today, the Southeast Asia, look at our food, look at our language. Until today, we can still feel the influence of India. You see, the language we are using, even Malay language, contains a lot of Sanskrit.
Okay.
That's why now we also use the Malay spelling, to spell the Pali and also the Sanskrit. Easy, no need to use a special character. Okay, yeah. So
I think
we should be careful, Okay, whatever we this thing. So when you read the sutra, okay, you try to understand the meaning, Okay.
Wisdom.
And the problem, English is not a very good language. English is a black and white language, It don't have the kind of subtle presentation. Not like the Chinese. Chinese are much better. No, I read Chinese very different when you read English. Chinese, the many vocabulary you cannot find in English. You cannot find in English, okay? And that's why when you read the word abandon, be careful. Here doesn't mean it do not ask you to throw it away, ask you to disassociate with it, But you cannot throw it away. You cannot throw away Namarupa, throw away how to live. Today I'm Zoom with you, I need to use my handphone, There's Namarupa. I have to wear glasses to see clearly, there's Namarupa. Okay, so you cannot live without Namarupa. Namarupa are not bad. We don't say that Namarupa is no good. You only say that don't attach to it. We never say that. We never say that in money no good, We say don't attach to it, Yet we also ask our Sunyati to become a millionaire, try to make enough money, to have a good life, peace and prosperity. Okay, is what the Sunya are teaching you. So in one hand, you disassociate. In the other hand, you need to engage.
This is Doctor, like this is the Arupa. Shunya is basically the theory part. And Rupa is the practical part of it.
Yeah, the practical part.
Means you need to develop skill sets. Many teachers, they only do the theory part. A lot of the Babas and everybody just talk. They never give advice of how to better their life by improving a skill set, farming, medicine, nothing they know, and they just keep on talking as if they know everything.
They can't even lead a proper life without people supporting them.
Correct.
Then how? Some of them like parasite,
Burden to the society.
Yeah, they depend on society to feed them. No.
Correct.
No. We Brahmana, we don't back.
Yeah.
We never wait for people to help us. We handle our own life, We make our own money. We never sit there and wait for people to donate the money to us.
and Doctor, we find our own path to peace. We don't need anyone to bless us.
Yeah, no. Yeah. So you have to be very careful, when you study the sutra, you must understand the meaning. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't go to the extreme,
Okay.
Don't hear the word abandon and throw away everything, then don't do anything. Sitting there like a donkey, no.
So, doctor, the last sutra that we did right now, just for better understanding, I understood it that you need to know the I as an I, you need to know the form as a form, you
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
know the consciousness between both when they get in connect. Then you need to know that that contact is going to cause a feeling, and this feeling can be of three types. It could be pleasure, it could be disgust, or it
Yeah.
could be neutral. If I know this, I have understood it.
Yeah, yeah. You see, your eye sometimes is a source of trouble. You as a
Yeah.
man, your eye look at a beautiful woman, then suddenly you had a kind of attachment.
Correct.
Okay, okay. You want to go close to the woman. You want to get close to her. Okay, this is the human nature. Okay, you see something beautiful, you want to take it, you want to own it. There's a problem, okay, when you have the senses. That's why the Buddha said that guide your senses, You need to guide your senses. Now, if you don't guide your senses, okay, even you go to the land of God, even you go to the spirit body, if you cannot guide, then you have problem. Then you have problem. That's why you need to practice, guide your senses, control your senses, okay, so that eventually when you go to the supreme abode of God, you can stay there. Otherwise, you won't stay there, All your wish will be fulfilled. That's a very risky thing. When all your wish to be fulfilled, if you have a very unsatiable wish, then no place can continue.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, doctor, let's take the next verse if we have.
Yeah. I think we still have about 20 minutes. Yeah.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SN 35.26 without completely understanding. First, because without directly knowing, without fully comprehending, without dispassion, and without abandoning, one is incapable of destroying dukkha, suffering. And what? Because without directly knowing, without fully comprehending, without dispassion, and without abandoning, is one incapable of destroying dukkha, suffering. The Saku, I, without directly knowing, without fully comprehending, without dispassion, and without abandoning, and one is incapable of destroying dukkha, suffering. Rupas, forms, without directly knowing, without fully comprehending, without dispassion, and without abandoning, one is incapable of destroying dukkha, suffering. Sakho Vinayana, I consciousness, without directly knowing, without fully comprehending, without dispassion, and without abandoning, one is incapable of destroying dukkha, suffering. Sakho Samphasa, eye contact, without directly knowing, without fully comprehending, without dispassion, and without abandoning, one is incapable of destroying dukkha, suffering. And whatever feeling arises dependent on Sakho Samphasa, eye contact, whether sukha, pleasant, dukkha, painful, or adukha, asukha, neither painful nor pleasant, that too, without directly knowing, without fully comprehending, without dispassion, and without abandoning, one is incapable of destroying dukkha, suffering. Not directly knowing, not fully understanding, not becoming dispassionate towards, and not abandoning the jiva, tongue, one is incapable of destruction of dukkha, suffering. Rasa, taste, likewise, jiva vinayana, tongue consciousness, jiva samphasa, tongue contact, and whatever vedana, feeling, arises dependent on jiva samphasa, tongue contact, whether sukha, pleasant, dukkha, painful, or adukha, asukha, neither painful nor pleasant. If one does not directly know it, fully understand it, become dispassionate towards it, and abandon it, one is incapable of the destruction of dukkha, suffering. The kaya, body, likewise the mana, mind, not directly knowing, not fully understanding, not becoming dispassionate towards, and not abandoning it, one is incapable of the destruction of dukkha, suffering. Dhamma, likewise, mana vinayana, mind consciousness, mana samphasa, mind contact, and whatever vedana, feeling, arises dependent on mana samphasa, mind contact, whether sukha, pleasant, dukkha, painful, or adukha, asukha, neither painful nor pleasant. If one does not directly know it, fully understand it, become dispassionate towards it, and abandon it, one is incapable of the destruction of dukkha, suffering. Bhikkhus, not directly knowing, not fully understanding, not becoming dispassionate towards, and not abandoning this, all of this, one is incapable of the destruction of dukkha, suffering. and bhikkhus. By directly knowing all, fully understanding all, becoming dispassionate towards all, and abandoning all, one is capable of destruction of dukkha, suffering. And what bhikkhus is the all that. By directly knowing, fully understanding, becoming dispassionate toward, and abandoning, one is capable of the destruction of dukkha, suffering. By directly knowing, fully understanding, becoming dispassionate toward, and abandoning the Sakho, I, Rupas, forms, Sakho Vinayana, eye consciousness, Sakho Samphasa, eye contact, and whatever Vedana, feeling arises dependent on Sakho Samphasa, eye contact. Sukha, pleasant, Dukkha, painful, or neutral, one is capable of the destruction of Dukkha, suffering. By directly knowing, fully understanding, becoming dispassionate toward, and abandoning the jiva, tongue, rasa, taste, jiva vinayana, tongue consciousness, jiva samphasa, tongue contact, and whatever vedana, feeling arises dependent on jiva samphasa, tongue contact, sukha, pleasant, dukkha, painful, or neutral, one is capable of the destruction of dukkha, suffering. By directly knowing, fully understanding, becoming dispassionate toward, and abandoning the kaya, body, mana, mind, dhamma, mental phenomena, mana vinayana, mind consciousness, mana samphasa, mind contact, and whatever vedana, feeling arises dependent on mana samphasa, mind contact, sukha, pleasant, dukkha, painful, or neutral, one is capable of the destruction of dukkha, suffering. Can I continue, doctor? Or
Yeah, continue.
this bhikkhus is that all. By directly knowing it, fully understanding it, becoming dispassionate toward it, and abandoning it, one is capable of the destruction of dukkha, suffering. Fourth. Yes, doctor.
Yeah, these are three keywords here. No? Okay, you should comprehend it, you should know it, then you can disassociate with it. Okay, these are things. You see, the Buddha never said that you just throw away everything, you don't study. You just get, no, you need to study, Okay, so there's nothing wrong when we study mathematics. There's nothing wrong when we study the science. There's nothing wrong when we study the technology. Okay, we study it, we know it, we apply it, Then at the end of the day, we can dissociate with it. That's why we always say, Lao Tzu, say that if you want to become a successful Taoist, first do your duty, Do your duty, then establish a good name. Okay, after that you are free to leave everything and become a Taoist. It's not that, you just throw away everything, then go to the mountain and become a Taoist. No. It's not like that, no. You still have to, do your duty, study it, and establish a good name, From that, you don't do something that's hanky-panky, Okay, whatever you do must be, follow the Panchasila. Okay, then after that, you can talk about living. Do your duty, before you can talk about disassociate, you talk about leave everything. So you have to be very careful with the so-called abundant, leave everything, Okay, never go to nihilism. You don't associate with them, yet you engage. That is not easy, but that is the real life now that you need to manage. Yeah,
I think, doctor, here very nicely it is being said, directly know, fully understand.
Yeah, fully understand.
Fully understand.
Fully understand.
Halfway through, don't go and start becoming dispassionate or something. You have to know it fully.
You can study science. You can study medicines. You can study everything. You can study.
But understanding is important, doctor. Just literal mugging up, just becoming machine doesn't work. You have to understand the logic.
Yeah, to understand the thing. Yeah. That's why Buddha never stopped you from learning the worldly knowledge,
Yes.
Okay, even the mathematics, even the astronomy, even the science, even politics, Even politics. And many of them, they are, even Kumarajiva. Kumarajiva also, like his grand guru, Nagarjuna, is a great politician. They advise the king how to rule the countries. Kumarajiva, the same thing. He also a great politician. That's why they are not pure Ramana. They are not pure Ramana. They are the mixture of Ramana and Brahmana.
Yeah. Doctor, like a physician who, like when we were reading Shangalun, we realized if you know the logic, then you're not dependent on certain things. You're free. You're free because you fully understand the logic. You
Yeah,
can
yeah, you
use
understand the
anything as
logic, yeah.
medicine.
Then you can apply the knowledge.
Yes, in different.
Yeah.
Don't you're not dependent on one only
And
herb.
then you're independent for the herbs, no? You're not
And that is
bound by the
freedom.
herbs.
That is like a nirvana. You're
Yeah.
free.
Yeah, when you couldn't find a herb, you can always find a substitute.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, otherwise you become a botanist, no? Keep on remember the herbs only.
And they become like they become passionate totally that herb, But
No,
when
no,
they
no,
know,
no.
they can have this passion. They can, if they don't get A, they can use B, they can use C. And when they will stay in that dissociation, then they will be great healers.
No, we are great herbalists, no. Because we know how to apply the herbs. So when we don't get the herbs, no, we go for veggie,
Yes.
We go for local herbs.
Correct.
Yeah, that have the same characteristic. That's why when you're learning this thing, you must learn the theory. We always say that learning herbs do not make you become a herbalist, no. Just learning herbs per se make you become a good botanist. You can never become a herbalist. It's the application of the knowledge about the diagnosis, that make you become a herbalist. Okay, the same thing, Okay, you need to do anything. You need to understand the mathematics. Okay. The Plato made a very good statement. He said, those who doesn't know mathematics and try to become an astronomer, okay, they will reincarnate into a bird. They will reincarnate into a bird, yeah. So they only look at the star. Okay, then they can, bird also know how to study the star, but they cannot become astronomy,
Correct.
If you do not understand
Study
mathematics,
mathematics.
you reincarnate into a bird. This is what Plato said. Okay, so there is a very, very funny statement. Okay, so you need to study mathematics, when you study astrology. This is astronomy. Okay, then when you study herbs, you need to study this diagnosis, how to diagnose the problem. This is more important than study the herbs,
Yeah. I think that's it. Any questions? Can we check for any questions?
See whether there's any
No questions, doctor, as of now.
So if no questions, Rucha, can we end the session for today?
Yeah. I think we do some summary. Okay.
Yes, we do a summary.
This one is there that you still need to spend time to study the science, Okay, to study the knowledge. When you know them properly, only then you can talk about abandoning. Only then you can talk about disassociate with them. When you don't understand this anything and you want to disassociate, you become blind. You become donkey, Okay, so that's very, very, very careful. Now you look at all the great teacher, like Nagarjuna. Nagarjuna is a known herbalist. Even today, even today, Ayurveda still respect him as Charaka, I think, the wanderer, because Nagarjuna go through India, to collect the sutra and collect the herbs also. Okay, so and they also a great metallurgist, Nagarjuna know how to produce steel. He's very famous. He's a steel maker, and he know how to produce many metal, and he also expert in the mineral. How to use the mineral for especially to use the mineral for medicines. So when the Chinese doctor, when they use the mineral for medicine, they always mention it's from India. The art is from India. India is the first nation that using mineral for medicines, not only herbs, even like the gypsums, even like this, even mercury oxide, even so many things. They use it for medicines. Then also, he also a great builder. Can build the building and everything. Then the knowledge are passed now to Kumarajiva. So from Kumarajiva also is a great physician. He bring the Ayurvedic herbs to China also. He's a great physician. He treat many people. He treat many people. Okay. Then, of course, he also a great scientist, no? He even have a debate with one monk, no? The monk said that the smallest thing in this way is atom.
Hmm.
But Kumar says, no, it's not atom, it's wave.
Wave.
So very much like quantum mechanics now.
Hmm.
To that extent, they say the smallest is not atom, is a band of wave. That is 1,000 years before quantum mechanics. No, quantum mechanics said that he is wave. Okay, the Schrodinger wave. We even have a mathematical formulation for that. Okay, that's why they are also a scientist, no. And also this Kumarjiva is a very good astronomer. He can study the star, no, and from there he can predict the weather. Whether it will rain, whether it will not rain, they are predict the weather. So they are not just a simple, what they call, religious teacher. No. They are quite comprehensive, no.
Okay.
They have quite a lot of knowledge here.
Yeah, definitely.
So today the same thing, you know. Today we are telling that okay, there are two type of disciple. One is Ramana, the monk. Okay, that they don't care about many things. They study the practice now. And then one the Brahmana. Brahmana, then you have to study science, you have to study engineering, you have to study many cases, you have to study many things, you know. Okay, and during Buddha's time, okay, like I say Anathapindika, he's a great trader, you know. He's a great trader. Okay, these are the thing, and also their king. There are also a lot of ladies, a few ladies. So even the time during the India's time, the position is stronger than today. The lady are allowed to do a lot of decision, you know. I think you look at the sutra, okay, the lady during the time, they are great, you know. They're not like today. Today in India, lady put into secondary this thing. When we started the Sunya, you know, I received quite some thank you notes, you know, from the lady Sunyati. So they said that we allowed them to teach Sunya, you know. They said this is not easy in India. No, I said that when you wear the kimono, there's no lady, there's no man. When you wear the kimono, all the same, you know, we don't differentiate lady and man. We always say that in Greenland, there's no lady, there's no woman at all. Also, there's no man. You must read it both, no. They don't differentiate sex, no. Okay? So when you wear a kimono, we don't care whether you're a lady, whether you're a man, you're a woman, you know, you can lead the crowd. Okay? This is not differentiation. So if there's no more question, I think we round it off today, this thing.
Yes, doctor. I think no more questions.
Yeah, see you tomorrow for the
No more
Agamas.
questions, doctor. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
tomorrow.
bye-bye. Yeah.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there we are, Rucha.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good
so
session,
we can
doctor. But
conclude.
I have one doubt. Can I ask? You have time?
Yeah. You should have asked Dr. Nimolina. Anyways, you can ask me.
Doctor, in first sutta, I will read the statement here. Rejecting this all, I will proclaim another all. That would be merely a verbal assertion on their part. If Ajay, you want to pull up the slide, then
No,
it
I
is
remember
first
that.
sutta.
I remember that verse. I remember that
Yeah,
verse.
yeah. And
So
that would,
Buddha here is explaining that your organ, your object, that which the organ is your sensory organ, the object that the sensory organ is visualizing or feeling or touching or sensing. Along with that, there is the contact which happens because a consciousness is born between both of those, because of which there is the feeling that is arisen, which are of three types: the like, the dislike, and the neutral feeling. And this is all that one can go through, because out of the six senses, these is how you interact with the world. And Buddha is saying this is all. There's nothing beyond this. But if there is somebody who says no, if there is something beyond that, he's just giving some verbal jargon, he's just blabbering. There's nothing beyond this world that you can see with the six senses, right?
Okay.
And it is very clearly written. So all is what? All is nothing but the six senses. Then these six senses interacting with their objects, the consciousness born, the contact, the feeling, and the three types of feelings. This is what all is, nothing else.
Doctor, there's the statement when questioned, they would not be able to explain and would only meet the vexation.
Yes. Because how can you explain something which is not all, right? For example, I can explain you I can explain you the object like the cup I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I can explain you the consciousness because it is still in my field of consciousness. I can explain you the contact that happens that it is red, black in color, and this is. I can actually be able to say that I have a feeling that I like it, I dislike it, and I have no feeling. Now, this is all that can happen with this, right? But if
Yes.
somebody tells me that there is something else also, there is nothing else beyond this experience. You understood? This is with my eye. The same is with my ears. Same is with my nose. Same is with my tongue. Same is with my skin. And the same is with my thoughts, mind. So, mind, the thoughts, the consciousness, the contact, the feeling, and the feeling of like, dislike, and neutral. All this. And if now there is somebody who says, no, beyond these senses, beyond these thoughts, I have something to share. It's all just verbal blabbering. There's nothing that this person can ever explain. Tell him to put it on paper and show that it is beyond this.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes,
Yes,
doctor.
yes, doctor.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for answering.
Thank you so much,
And,
doctor.
we will meet tomorrow, 7 a.m. for Diamond Sutra discussion, 8:30 for Hindi Agamas, and 10 a.m. English Agamas session. Till then, take
Yeah.
care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.